Hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from, whatever time it is. My name is Shay and I am a permanent makeup artist here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I've been tattooing now for over 10 years. I've got a big following on Instagram, and I asked you guys, I polled you on what you wanted me to talk about on this YouTube video, and it was pretty unanimous. Everyone wanted to know how to fill up your books, how to stay consistently busy with your clients. So in this video, we're going to tell you 5 different ways to keep your books filled all year round. When I started tattooing, over 10 years ago, I think we're at like 12 years ago now, the time was very different. Things look different than they do today. Social media wasn't a big thing. Permanent makeup in general wasn't a big thing. No one really knew about it. So getting people through my doors and staying busy was a little bit harder back then. But with what I know now and what I've learned in the past, these 5 tips are really going to help you guys to stay busy. Okay, number 1, we're going to talk about your booking system, how clients are booking appointments with you. Let's think about it. Your client's lying in bed, they're scrolling, it's 10 p.m., they're watching Netflix, and all of a sudden, something pops up on Instagram, or their friend makes a post about her beautiful new eyebrows, and now she wants to get her eyebrows done. So what's she going to do? She's going to go on your website and she's going to start looking around. It's the first place that they land. So what your website looks like and how they can get in touch with you is really important, because they might be booking an appointment at 10 p.m. when they can't call your studio and ask you questions. So an online booking system is amazing. And honestly, it's a must. Some of my friends are old school and they still do pick up the phone to take appointments and book them there on the spot. It's impossible now. We're really, really busy. We're doing procedures. We've got our kids. We're doing soccer. Online booking systems, they will change your life. And there's lots available out there. The one that I personally use is called Timely. So it's gettimely.com, not sponsored. So with Timely, not only can the clients book online at their convenience, which is really nice, they're also going to get confirmation emails sent to them directly after booking their appointment. We send them out text reminders so people don't forget and we don't get as many no-shows. And on top of that, you can integrate your consent forms. Your clients actually get your consent forms before coming into the studio. They can fill them in, and then when they're here, you can review everything with them. Huge time saver and very convenient for clients. Okay, number 2, since we just mentioned websites, we're going to talk about websites here for a second. Like I said, however your clients are finding you, they are going to land on your website. So before they even book that appointment, they're getting a first impression about you. They're going to see what you look like. They're going to see what your vibe is. They're going to see your branding. They're going to see pictures of your space. You're building trust with your clients through your website. That is your first impression. So what is the most important thing to have on your website? There's lots of important things, but the one that I want to talk about when it comes to keeping your books nice and full is going to be your portfolio. So back in the day, Instagram was a little bit different, and we used to use it as our online portfolio where we could post all of our before and after pictures, and clients would scroll and scroll and they would just see beautiful eyebrows. They would find clients that maybe have the same coloring as them, similar brow shape to them. And so it was relatable, and it was like, yes, I like this artist. This is who I want to book with. But Instagram's different now. Now, if you go to my feed, all you see is reels, and you see graphic images, and you see some posts, and you see me working, and you see the space, and you see me dancing. So it's no longer this place where all of your before and after photos live. But they still have to live somewhere. So your website is a great space to keep all of those beautiful images, those beautiful before and after transformational photos that are going to lead to bookings. So don't forget to take those pictures. Pictures are still important. While they're on your website and they're looking at these beautiful pictures, you have to have any questions that they may have answered on your website. So if they don't have the opportunity to call you at 10 p.m. when they're watching Netflix to ask these questions, they have to live there. The answers have to live there. So a frequently asked questions section on your website is key. So what is microblading? Who is a good candidate? What is powder brows? What is lip blush? All of it. What is eyeliner? Nano brows? What's the difference between nano and microblading? They really need everything laid out clearly for them. We want to eliminate any fear, any confusion. We want to have things on there like your location is really important, how they can find you, how they can get in touch with you, if they can send you an email, if you prefer text, contact information as well. So our third topic when it comes to staying booked out and busy is going to be promotions. So let's talk about referrals. So you've got a client in your studio, you've done their brows, they're happy, they're on their way out the door. What can we do to get that client to bring more clients to us? A referral program is fantastic. So there's lots of options with referral programs, but one that we've run here in the studio was when one of my new artists started out and we wanted to get her books really full. So with every client that she saw, she would give them a little referral card, and on that card it said $50 off for a friend. And not only would that friend who she gave that card to get $50 off of a full set of brows, but she, for giving the card, got $50 off her next appointment. So all in all, we were giving away $100 of freebies in this referral program, but it worked. It worked so well. Word of mouth is a very powerful tool, and a referral program is a great reminder to get your name in people's mouths and have them talking about you. Everyone loves to save some money. So besides referrals, we have rewards, which are a little bit different, but still equally fun, exciting, and valuable. So rewards, they often work on like a point system or almost like a loyalty program. So clients that have been coming in to see you for a long time, or they're coming in for their regular maintenance of their brows, maybe it's like waxing or tinting or any of those little small services. What about a loyalty card? So every time they come in, they get a punch. I know it kind of takes us back to like our Starbucks rewards, but it's fun, right? When you get that free coffee, it tastes a little bit better. And POS systems are getting smarter. So even Square, for instance, that's what we use here for a point of sale. They've got reward systems built into their programs, which is amazing. So it makes it very easy to track. But you could still go old school and do your little punch cards. I think it's actually really cute. And they could be getting a free service. Maybe their 6th or their 7th service is free. Maybe it is a tiered discount. So to break it down a little further, let's look at Sephora as an example and their reward system. You've got 3 tiers there. So you're either an insider, you're a VIB, or you're a VIB Rouge. So where you fall in that tier is based on how much you spend at Sephora. I'm sad to admit that I'm always a VIB Rouge. So because I spend so much money there, I actually save more. I get more rewards from them, which makes me feel special. And anytime they have a big sale going on, I get that 30% discount and I'm on it. And you can totally make your clients feel the same way if you introduce your own tiered rewards program. So get creative, think about it. I think it would be something really fun and exciting for you to offer to your clients. So number 4, we're going to talk about collaborating with local businesses. So I've got a lot to say on this one because I think that it is so amazing, so beneficial. It really, really works. What that means is you are going to work with locals in your area, in your city, that offer complimentary services. For example, right next door to us here at the studio, we have a hair salon, and we share clients all the time. So they've got my cards over there, and I've got their cards over here, and we're constantly chit-chatting. I go and have my hair done over there. They treat me so well. I always get the VIP treatment every time I come in, and that makes me want to share that with my clients. So when my clients compliment my hair, I let them know where I go. It's right next door. I've also tattooed almost all of the staff over there. So every time their clients are complimenting their eyebrows or their fine line piece on their arm, they're mentioning my name and their clients are coming over here. It is an absolute win-win and a great way to share clients. So that's getting new faces in the door, people that might not have known about my business otherwise. Not just hair salons, think of other complimentary services. So there's nails, there's lash artists, there's my Botox injector, chiropractor, literally the list goes on and on and on. And what I usually do is either offer a complimentary service to someone that works in that vicinity or give them a great deal to come in, get to know me, get to see my space, get to see my work. And then there's my walking billboard. So as they're, dealing with their clients on a daily basis, my work is literally on their face. So no, I don't charge them and I'm not making money off of them in particular, but what they're sending me back is tons and tons of new faces and new clients in my studio, keeping my books filled and busy. This is single-handedly one of the most successful things that I've done for my business, and I continue to do it all the time. So send a DM, go and introduce yourself to local businesses, get to know them and treat them to a service. I'm telling you, it will work. So number 5, it's a little cliche, but it's honestly probably the most important of all of them, and it boils down to customer service. So we're not always looking to fill our books with new clients. Yes, that's important, but we're also looking to nurture our existing clients and have them coming back for more. and that will keep your books filled. Now, they're not going to come back for more if they're not having a fantastic experience. Our prices are high. These are quite pricey procedures that people are coming to have done when they see us in this industry. So with a beautiful set of brows and great skill, great work, also comes the experience, the overall experience for that client. So you could do an amazing set of brows, the best set of brows you've ever seen, but if that client didn't have a good experience or get a good vibe from you, they're not going to refer you. They're not going to even want to come back, let alone refer you. So think of it as this way: your skill, the brows that you create, and then the experience that your client is left with, that is what's going to make magic happen. So that means when your client walks through the door, they are your VIP. You have to treat them like gold. You have to ask them how they are. You have to offer them some water. You need to treat them like Kim Kardashian just walked through your door, essentially. A cheeky little tip that I have, because we do see so many clients and it's hard to keep them straight. I always say I recognize brows before I do a name. I cannot keep my client's name straight. That's impossible for me, but I'll always recognize their brows. But a tip is based on your last conversation. So if your client's here, you had a great conversation, you talked about their recent trip to Bali and their dog's name is Joe. When that client leaves, if you can just put a few notes in their file, mentioning what you guys discussed, what you talked about, some little tidbits, so that when they come back in, you can reference those and you can continue on or carry on the same conversation you had last time. That means the world to them. And it's not that we forget. I'm not cheating the system here. It's just that we just see so many people and it's hard sometimes to keep it all in one place in the brain. So these apps, these booking softwares and systems, they do have the ability to take notes and to track things like this. And it does make a huge difference. So vibe, check, we're good. Conversation is good. We've offered them water. They've had a great appointment. They're on their way out. We are going to give them some amazing aftercare to send them home with. We're going to set them up for success. They've just spent a lot of money on this procedure. We want to send them home with everything that they need. So here we send them home with a beautiful aftercare kit. It's called the Heal It Kit. It's got everything that they need in there, including instructions. So they're not left in the dark. They're not going to be confused when they go home. They know exactly what they need to do, and you've given them the products that they need. That also helps with the overall experience for your client. Customer service also means when clients call in to ask questions, how you treat them on the phone, how you respond to your emails. Are you taking the time? Are you so busy that you don't have time to do this? You don't have time to deal with them? That first impression as well is super, super important. So how you connect with your clients, how you're answering their questions before they even have a chance to come in, it's going to play a role in the customer service experience and whether or not they even want to come and see you. If you've got spare time in your schedule right now, if you're not fully booked yet, then you've got time for consultations. And what that means is when a client calls in to ask you a question or sends an email to ask you a question, you could answer those questions over the phone, you could answer them via email, or you could invite them into your studio and you could take 20 minutes out of your day that you were probably going to be aimlessly scrolling on Instagram anyways, and you can see them for a consultation and you can build that trust and you can get to know them and they can see your space and get to know you. You could map out their brows, show them what they're missing, and get them to book that appointment. I'm telling you, after a free consult, if it's done well, very rarely will they walk away. And when you get too busy that your time just doesn't allow to do free consultations, then maybe they're over the phone, maybe they're via email, or maybe everything is laid out very clearly on your website for who you can and cannot accept as a client. So that rounds out our 5 tips. Now, what do they have in common? They're all connected very, very seamlessly. It's all based around that customer experience from start to finish, and it all results in one thing, which is word of mouth. It's old school marketing. Word of mouth still to this day is the #1 way that I keep my books filled, booked, busy, solid. Yes, there's social media, it's important too. There's paid advertising, but none of that really will make a difference if you don't have these 5 things set up in place. So now, before you go, I want you to analyze your business model and see what you're incorporating currently and what you're missing out on. If it means today, after watching this video, you're just gonna focus on one and you're gonna incorporate one of these tips into your business, then that's a great start. If you're already doing these 5 things, you have any questions about them, or you have another idea for another topic in my next YouTube video, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on social media. We chit chat over there in the DMs all the time. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. Bye.